Welcome to today's Instagram Masterclass on how to get more followers on Instagram, more customers, leads, and sales, and also build your status and brand, all without using bots or buying followers. I put together this training because after I quickly grew the founder Instagram account to over 1 million followers, I always get asked, how do you succeed on Instagram? At Founder, we're regularly sought out by marketing and entrepreneurial thought leaders on guidance and advice on how to build a brand on Instagram, no matter what type of industry you're in. From Ryan Dice to Neil Patel to Pat Flynn and being asked to present at Social Media Marketing World on Instagram. In fact, I even got a recommendation from Gary Vee. And if you don't know Gary, you can check out episode 82 of the Founder podcast, where Gary shares he's been super impressed with what I've done with the Founder Instagram account. And here's the thing, you won't find anyone else in the marketplace teaching Instagram with a personal recommendation from Gary Vee. A big reason we're asked to help people with their Instagram strategy from all sorts of thought leaders is because I'm not just a social media coach trying to sell myself and my company. That's not our product. We're a magazine, we're a media company. We have over 70 issues of Founder Magazine, a coffee table book, a blog, and spend our time talking to some of the most successful founders in entrepreneurship living today. We're a fast growth startup and we've mastered Instagram for attention and customers for our own business. And we've successfully trained thousands of other small business owners, entrepreneurs, and founders so they can use Instagram for the exact same results that we're getting. So that's why people approach us. We've not only proved it with our own account, but also recognized globally. And more relevant to you, we've been able to teach small businesses and entrepreneurs our Instagram domination method so that they can do it too. So whether you're trying to build your personal brand and influence, or you're a brick and mortar business or an e-commerce store that wants more sales, or you simply want to drive traffic to your blog and get more email subscribers and leads for your business, then today's training is for you. So today I'm going to show you how to get more real followers on Instagram without having to worry about the algorithm. And even if you don't know how to create content or make content for Instagram, everything I'm going to be showing you in today's training is evergreen content strategies, meaning you can apply this to your Instagram account and not worry if the algorithm changes a year or so from now. I'm going to teach you how to do this by showing you how I grew our Instagram account to over 1 million followers and real-world case studies of people just like you who grew their influence with Instagram, including Emily, who used Instagram this year to create a 6-figure business using only Instagram for leads and sales. This is a new business I helped my girlfriend start recently for fun, which has nothing to do with Founder. Or Beck and Daniel, how these two guys, they landed major book deals from like Penguin Random House after being approached because of their Instagram audience size. Or meet Chelsea. She's a mummy blogger that used Instagram to get over 500 subscribers in a single day and $3,000 in sales for a physical product, and many more. And if I get time, I'll tell you about how someone stole one of the Founder Instagram posts and removed our logo, and then it was reposted by a famous rapper called LL Cool J. I thought that was pretty funny. But more importantly, you can master a major media channel from your smartphone with no advertising budget and no content team. After this training, what you're going to realize is Instagram, it's a monopoly platform. It allows individuals, companies to skip any middlemen and in order to speak directly to their audience. Through that connection / potential sales and income that can be generated at a significant scale. I have 3 goals for you today. For you to find out if your audience is on Instagram, how you can quickly and easily develop a raving group of followers, and the most important step that most people miss is how you can get your audience off Instagram and onto your email list and turn them into buying customers. So here's why Instagram is crucial for any business or brand or entrepreneur right now. Number 1 is engagement. The engagement is 58% times higher than Facebook. These stats are by Comscore, and they also say that 68% of Instagram users engage with brands regularly as opposed to Facebook. So it's much easier to grow an Instagram account. The platform has over 700 million users now, and of these 700 million users, 400 million access Instagram daily, so they're massively active. And 80% of Instagrammers follow a business, which is further proof that Instagrammers embrace brands. They like, aka engage, with 4.2 billion posts per day. Instagram actually wants your content to get engagement. 75% of them will take action on a call to action, such as going to a website after reading an Instagram post, and they're 70% more likely to purchase a product online than non-users. But the question is, why? Well, I'm going to dive deeper into the psychology in a moment. But understand that Instagram at its core isn't made for aggressive advertising methods, which is what's burning out the user base on other social media channels. Number two, proven platform. See, when you open up Instagram, it's more of an aesthetically pleasing escape as you scroll through the beautiful images. It's an amazing and even addicting visual experience. Now, how many times have you seen an ad on Facebook that's full of comments saying, "Get off my newsfeed," or other negative variations like that? Well, that doesn't exist on Instagram because people aren't being marketed to. They're being served the content they want to consume. And in return, they reward businesses with their attention, engagement, and which is the rarest, most sought after commodity on the internet. What a crazy thought, huh? That you can give people what they want and they'll give you what you want in return. And again, these aren't empty claims. These are backed up by numbers. It's a proven platform. It's one of the fastest growing social media platforms on the planet, and it's more relevant than ever. See, Facebook's very, very difficult to get free traffic unless you're paying right now. And people are wasting tens of thousands of dollars right now on Facebook ads and getting no return. Like, they've killed Snapchat, they're destroying Twitter. I mean, look at the engagement rates of the top 5 social media channels of today. I'm just going to pull it up here on the screen, but the graph here is a comprehensive analytics report from 2017 developed by TrackMaven, a digital marketing company that has worked with companies such as US Bank or Home Depot. Their findings paint an obvious picture to the engagement of Instagram and all the other social media channels. Hootsuite also found that top brands on Instagram are seeing a per follower engagement rate of 4.21%, which is 58 times higher than Facebook and 120 times higher than Twitter. Number 3, time and tech. It's not going anywhere. The longer you leave it, the more you will miss out. More purchases are being made on mobile more than ever. So here's our agenda. I'm going to show you inside our Instagram account how it works, take you through the 3 key steps of how the best entrepreneurs and businesses use Instagram, how you can create content, and how you can grow your follower base and also turn those followers into dollars. And here's why I'm qualified to teach you. It doesn't matter that we have over 1 million followers. That's cool, but why are we qualified to teach you this? Well, first of all, I've used Instagram to grow multiple businesses of my own. We've literally taught thousands of students across all sorts of industries, hundreds of case studies, like Chelsea and Adam, who made over $2,000 on their first day that they launched their product, all from Instagram, to Austin, who made over $250,000 selling a truck and has gone on to sell many more, or Daniel, who landed a 6-figure book deal and built an Instagram account of over 200,000 plus, or Goodnight Stories from Rebel Girls, who generated over $1 million on Kickstarter, or to Bolt, who runs a local resort in St. Barts, or Kian, who runs a local digital marketing agency in Vancouver, and hundreds more. So is this really for you? If you're not making sales, leads, opt-ins on Instagram, and especially if you have less than 10,000 followers, yes, this is for you. Right now, I'm going to show you how to get more followers and grow your brand on Instagram. That's going to allow you to hit your business goals, whether that's more leads, more sales, more visits to your physical store, or followers, or hits to your website. So the first thing you need to know about dominating Instagram is that you don't need to be a celebrity or a photographer or a graphic designer. So before I figured this out, life looked actually completely different for me. So if you're not familiar with my story, I started Founder a few years ago off the back of my credit card while I was working a full-time job in IT support. I actually used to crawl under people's desks, fixing people's computers or changing passwords until I decided I needed to make a change. And I always had a dream of publishing a magazine. So I started Founder on the side to share the stories of successful founders all around the world. The problem was, Founder was a completely unknown brand, and as time went on, I wanted to leave my day job, and things were really tough, and we were really just scraping by, and I was really struggling to grow the business and get more subscribers. I tried everything, but nothing worked. Blog posts took far too long to write and get any traction. I dropped thousands of dollars on Facebook ads to grow the subscription base of the magazine, and it just ate away all of our margins to the point that we were losing money on every sale. I tried Instagram, but I had no idea what to post. And when I did post, we got barely any likes. I did everything, but nothing was working. I was even doing consulting on the side because I thought that might be an avenue to grow the business and set up digital magazines for other people, which was absolutely ridiculous. But long story short, it was brutal. So with no money, no advertising budget, no email list, I just felt hopeless. And if you've ever felt this way too, there's a reason. There's a lot of misinformation out there on how to build a business and how to use social media, especially now that there's so many gurus out there. So I had a friend called Jake, and he was killing it on Instagram with his business Coconut Bowls, and he pushed me to give Instagram another shot. The thing was, he said to me at the same time that Instagram was really only for people or brands in the health or fashion niche, and he didn't think it would work for a magazine or an entrepreneurial brand. And I thought to myself, I had nothing to lose. Instagram was free, it only took a minute to post, so why not give it a try? I studied the biggest accounts and spoke to everyone I knew that was getting results on Instagram. I studied it relentlessly, testing what I learned every single day. At first, it didn't work. I didn't see any results. I had no designer, no models, nothing was working. But then I just kept testing again and again, and I discovered a few key things to unlock Instagram. Once I discovered and figured out these few key principles, I quickly grew our Instagram account to 10,000 followers very fast, and then 100,000, then 500,000, and then soon we have over 1 million followers. We grew our email list to 10,000 plus in only 30 days, and not only that, our web traffic exploded. Next was our sales for our magazine subscriptions. I was shocked. Instagram opened up the floodgates. Branding, followers, email, sales, and website hits. It wasn't until I learned how to properly leverage Instagram that Founder's success truly skyrocketed, and now Founder is a multi-million-dollar publishing empire. But why is Instagram so powerful? Well, there's a few reasons. Now that the dust has settled in the social media platforms and each has found its own place, Instagram has emerged as a gateway to all of the other channels. It's a hub that sits in the middle of all of your channels: website, podcast, YouTube, blog. It's a center point where people can go and easily follow you or your brand. With a mixture of stories and posts, you can build rapport, authority, credibility, and a lightning speed. And that's why it has 58% more engagement than Facebook, and Snapchat is dead in the water. It's insanely powerful because you can only post from your phone without upsetting Instagram or getting banned. And most people access your posts instantly from their phone. Right now, everyone is on their phone, and it's crazy what you can do with the power of this little thing that holds in your hand constantly. This little thing. You have a direct line to hundreds of millions of people all around the world. If you can nail your content and strategy, then you can win with Instagram. So this brings us to step number 1. How to go from 0 to hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram in a short period of time using the Instagram domination method. So the first takeaway is that Instagram is a very powerful channel. It's a distribution center for your business. It's a brand builder, it's an audience builder, and you can decide whether you send people to your store, your blog, or your email list. With Instagram, you can build lightning fast trust with very minimal time and investment. YouTube's another great way to build trust, but it requires so much time and editing and camera work. But Instagram, you can quickly build an audience fast. And one of my favorite examples is of this company run by 2 women in their late 20s. See, these 2 young women from Melbourne, Australia actually started a beauty company called Frank Body. They grew their beauty company into a $20 million brand in 18 months. And now they did this by focusing on 2 things. When they first launched, they sent the product to those they felt were influential in their market, like makeup artists, beauty bloggers, and other people like that. Which, on a side note, this type of influencer marketing is another extremely powerful tool that anyone can leverage with Instagram, and I'll be showing you how to do this later on in this masterclass. But they then launched the backbone of their entire marketing strategy by getting their customers to take pictures of themselves slathered in their product, which was a coffee scrub, and posted on Instagram with branded hashtags. They unknowingly tapped into a marketing strategy that put Grey Goose vodka on the map. They put their product in the hands of the influencers who began influencing the early adopters, which set forth the ripple effect of their massive viral growth they experienced with a simple and free marketing campaign. Now, this marketing strategy is great, however, by itself, it's not enough. See, the secret to finding your position on Instagram, which is exactly what the following companies realize, is the riches are in the niches, or niches as you'd call them in the States. Now, before we get into the how of how you can do this for your business and brand on Instagram, let's look at a few real-world results and applications of how you can do this and get a better understanding of some of the brands that are killing it on Instagram right now. I'm going to pull these up on the screen, like Khalifa Farms, a company that sells a natural beverage product and has over 67,000 followers, or Lorna Jane, who's a personal trainer and has over 792,000 followers, or Desinio, which is a company that sells posters online, which has over 220k followers, or Finfolk Productions, a company that sells realistic mermaid tales, 163k followers, and Letterfolk, a company run by a husband and wife team that sell felt letterboards, 184k followers. Even one of our students, Austin, is having amazing success on Instagram selling Toyota J40 Land Cruiser restorations. His first sale on Instagram was a $250,000 car, and he did it all without spending a penny to acquire the client. And this is all great for these businesses, but you didn't join this masterclass to hear me ramble on about success stories. So here's how you can do this for you and your business, and how to position yourself and your brand to see the success that these businesses are seeing. See, at Founder, we use something called the Instagram domination method, which is a unique system that I developed from a ridiculous amounts of trial and error and battle testing, and over thousands of hours of speaking and learning from extremely successful entrepreneurs and founders on Instagram that have used Instagram to blow up their business. What the Instagram domination method allows you to do is rapidly grow an Instagram account and explode a business. And the Instagram domination method is broken down into 4 parts, which I'll be showing you throughout this training. Part 1 is create a compelling Instagram account that has a clearly defined niche that attracts the right kind of followers. Part 2 is to create engaging content that your audience loves that also attracts the right kind of followers, but in turn develops a deep relationship with them. Part 3 is rapid growth acceleration strategies to explode your follower count fast. And then part 4 is to convert those followers into email subscribers and also customers, and then rinse and repeat. It's a proven, solid framework to follow and system. We have so many students. I actually honestly don't believe I've ever seen a course like ours with as many successful students as we have. All right, let's just cut to a few of these case studies now.
I'm telling you, you can sell anything through Instagram. We sold a $250,000 truck. We sell high-end Toyota FJ40 Land Cruiser restorations, and I thought there was no way that we'd be able to sell those through Instagram. I took the course and I thought that it would be nice to gain some followers and build a little community, but I didn't think that we'd be able to sell the trucks through Instagram. 3 months after taking the course, we had around 12,000 followers, and I got a call and we ended up selling a $250,000 truck through that one channel. That's $0, big fella, that I spent on that channel. It was a little bit of photos and some time and effort on my part in following all the stuff that was outlined in the Instagram domination course, but exactly $0 were spent on that channel. It's been 6 months now since we took the course and really started focusing on our Instagram, and I've got around 20,000 followers. We've sold multiple trucks through this channel. And Instagram, like I said, $0, and it is our biggest sales channel. If you're on the fence about it and you're not sure, you're a little bit skeptic and you're not sure whether or not you can sell through Instagram, get on it and start as soon as you can.
All the techniques discussed in the course, we use it to grow our account from 0 to 121,000. Not only our account, we've been using the strategies to grow other accounts because now we are handling our own Instagram agency. And if you are on the fence and jumping on the course and doing it, I would say there are a lot of evergreen strategies that will be very helpful at any level of your growth in Instagram. Still very relevant right now, and the most important thing
is the support of the community. Many people growing accounts and building their own business that help us a lot to interact with all of them.
And that's it.
For me, as a personal brand, Instagram domination has helped me to understand the Instagram landscape a little bit better, and it has also exposed me to new tools to help me measure, monitor, analyze, and plan my content for better engagement, and more importantly, to add value and make the difference for the community I'm in. The course also connects us to like-minded people in a very supportive Facebook group, and with constant updates, we are able to stay in the loop of real-time developments within the Instagram ecosystem. I love how hands-on, supportive, and responsive the team are, and I believe that's what sets them apart from a lot of all the other courses out there. As long as you're looking at growing your online brand presence, I believe that you'll find value in Instagram domination.
All right, so now I'm actually going to talk you through a few of these key case studies and actually pull some of these up on the screen so you can actually see these case studies and you can learn too how you can implement and win just like these guys using the IG domination method. So the first case study, the in-depth case study I'm going to share with you of someone using the IG dom method is my girlfriend's business, Healthish. So we're just going to pull it up here on the screen, but the handle is Healthish Co. And as you can see here with this account, like this is a physical product-based business. So if you have a physical product-based store, here's some of the things that we've done from a strategy level using the IG dom method on how to rapidly grow this brand. And as you can see here, we'll pull up another screenshot as well, how like it's doing around $40,000 a month. So it's a very, very strong business. And we only started it around 6-7 months ago. So as you can see here, we've got a very, very clear call to action in the bio, which I think is very, very key. You've always got to make sure, and that's one of the things that we teach in the Instagram domination training program, is how to set up your bio for success. And then the next thing that we're doing like strategically is making sure that the content has all of these like-minded people, just like you or I, that are using the product every single day. And that's a concept that we call UGC, user-generated content. So what we actually do is we work with a whole ton of different influencers. And as you can see, we're scrolling through, we work with a whole ton of different influencers and get them to share our posts. But not only that, we get them to create new content for us. And that's what allows us to get at a secret advantage of, allowing us to produce content at scale. Because one thing that we've found is the more you post, the faster you grow. So we try and post at least one time a day, and we try and post really, really great photographed images of the actual product itself or a person using that product, which is what we call UGC, user-generated content. So we encourage people to share those images, but then we also work with a lot of other influencers to share those images with us, post on their page, and we try and get videos too if we can. We're going to start doing that a lot more. I think videos is really, really powerful. And then the next thing that we're doing in the IG dom, following the IG dom method, is making sure that the content looks really, really good. And I'm talking like from a feed perspective, like you have to ask yourself the question, when you come to your Instagram feed, what is, the first 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 images that person actually sees when they come to your account? How do they know if they should trust you? Well, the way that they're going to know if they should trust you is from great design. So this is really, really key, guys. You have to make sure your design is really, really on point. And I'm going to share with you in the future, like some little tools and tricks and strategies that you can use to make sure your content is on point. But basically, they're kind of the top 3 things that we're doing with this brand to really rapidly grow it. Now, I could sit here and I could talk about it all day. I can only share with you on a top level standpoint. So using UGC, getting other people to share their content and create special content for you, work with influencers, get them to share that, get video content if you can, and then also have a strong call to action and bio. Do you ship worldwide? How do you access the product? Do you have a strong call to action? I think that's really, really key as well, and having everyday people like you or I using the product. Now let's move to our next case study. Our next case study is actually my friend. So that was a physical product business. Now we're going to move to a personal brand. So his case study, we'll pull it here up on the screen. His name is Daniel Di Piazza, and he runs an account called Rich 20 something. And this account here that you see right now, this is actually, like he runs, like Daniel runs like a multiple $7 million business, and he's doing very, very well, and he's developed his personal brand all starting with Instagram. When he started, he was at 0. So if you want to grow your personal brand, build your influence, perhaps you're a personal trainer, perhaps you're an author, perhaps you're a speaker, perhaps you're an entrepreneur, and you want to build your authority in your personal brand, Instagram, you are being judged now by how many followers that you have on Instagram for your personal brand. And other brands and companies and, people will want to work with you, follow you, collaborate with you, depending on how many followers that you have. And Daniel saw this opportunity around Instagram, and he took our course and he really just rolled out the IG Dom method in a very, very big way. So what are some things that you can learn from his account? Well, first of all, as always, really strong bio, really strong call to action, really, really powerful. And then the next thing I want you guys to take away is he's making it very, very purposeful who he is and what he does. So if you come to his account, you can see very, very quickly he's an entrepreneur. He teaches you about personal development. He shares all sorts of things around business and lifestyle and travel hacking and all sorts of things like that. So that's one thing that Daniel does very, very well, is he puts himself on the camera always. I think, so if you've got a personal brand, you have to be prepared to, produce video content, and it doesn't have to be professionally shot stuff. You can just use your phone and just do a quick, 1 minute video, just sharing one piece of insight, like one thought piece, one actionable piece, one, insightful thing that you want that person to learn or take away. So that's what Daniel's really, really good at. And he's worked out what is the kind of content that his audience wants to hear. And he's constantly testing things. So you'll see here as well, he's posting quotes and he's posting things that he's saying from, his perspective or his beliefs or thoughts or visions on the world. And he uses these Twitter posts, which is really, really powerful, right? So that's one thing that I think Daniel does a really, really good job of, is he knows the kind of content to post from his audience. And we actually show you inside the course how to work that out. But you really have to know your audience so extremely well. And then another thing that he does really, really well, which we share in the IG domination method as well in the training program, is basically he writes long form captions a lot. Long form captions are very, very powerful when it comes to building your account. And if you, treat like each post as almost like a blog post, but you don't have to put in that much effort as a blog post because you don't have to edit or do any of that rubbish. It can be very, very powerful to develop a deep connection with your audience. Now you're probably wondering, like you're looking at Daniel's page, how does he monetize his page? Like how does he actually generate money? Well, Daniel has, a coaching business, he has a mastermind business, he has a startup, he does all sorts of different things, he has quite a few different businesses. But what he does, right, is he builds up his audience through his Instagram page, provides a lot of value to his audience and attracts all sorts of people to follow his brand, his personal brand. And then from there, he posts videos or posts stories saying, hey, I'm opening up a couple of slots to my coaching program or whatnot. Send me a direct message. And that's the thing that you guys need to understand. We talk about this a lot inside of our advanced training. Direct messages are incredibly powerful when it comes to Instagram. So he invites people to write to him, and if they're interested in coaching from him or interested in joining his mastermind, they send him a direct message, and then from that direct message, you might get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people, 200 people write a direct message to him, and then he'll get one of his salespeople. He has a salesperson that will actually, schedule a call up with that person, or he'll speak to that person, then find out if they're a good fit for one of his programs. And doing that, once every couple of weeks, he generates a lot of money, guys. So this is what he's done in a really, really high level is he's built up a following on his Instagram page by posting great content, really knowing what his audience likes, mixing up a content structure of video and also images of his life behind the scenes, provides a lot of value and thoughts and beliefs on the world. And then from there, he keeps cultivating that audience. And then from that, he, invites people to, send him a direct message if they're interested in one of his programs. And he also gets people to swipe up on his Instagram stories or click the link in the bio. But the clear takeaway here, guys, is he has a funnel in place. Now, if you want to generate more sales, you need to be able to set up a funnel and you need to be able to get to 10K followers as fast as possible so you can get that swipe up feature. So if you're not familiar with what a funnel is, it's basically a sales funnel. We'll pull it up on the screen. If you think of like a pipeline, Daniel, his Instagram page is at the top of his funnel, and then there's a series of steps throughout a sales process that person or a prospective buyer or a prospective customer needs to go through to buy your product or service. And, Daniel uses Instagram as top of funnel stuff to build an audience and get people down his funnel. And then he's got a proven pathway to convert prospects into customers. So that's a great example of one of our students that's seeing a lot of success with a personal branded Instagram page if you have a personal brand. All right, guys, so here's another account that one of our students that's using the IG DOM method, which I think I can share a lot with you from a top level strategy on what he's doing in a very, very big way. We're going to pull it up on here on the screen. His name's Austin Peterson, and he runs a company called Black Dog Traders, and he sells 4x4 refurbished vintage Land Cruisers. And what he does in a very, very big way is he posts photos of these refurbished Land Cruisers, and he uses Instagram to really engage with his audience by, every single person that writes a comment on one of his photos, he actually sends them a DM and he actually engages with them and then finds out if that's something that they're interested in and would they like to find out more, and he actually invites them to do a free consultation and gets on the phone and closes them. If you go to his website, Black Dog Traders, when you actually go to build yours today, or if you go to his live chat, and you can do this on your phone, you can actually see very, very quickly what he's actually doing. So he uses Instagram to actually find people that are interested in 4x4 vintage Land Cruisers that are refurbished, and then he posts really great engaging content. And all of these photos he takes with his phone, and we showed him how to do that on his phone, and then from there he captures that audience, and then from there he actually has a really solid funnel dialed in. And this is the key takeaway I want you guys to have, is a lot of people just would look and think, oh, you know what, Nathan, that you make this sound so easy, or this all sounds well and good, but it all comes back to that sales process. If you can have a really solid sales funnel dialed in, then producing the content, developing your followers, you can generate a lot of sales if you do this stuff right. So this is another example, Austin. The next case study that I want to share with you is Ruben and Rach. Now, they have a really great looking account called Gammon Traveller. This account is run by a couple and they have over 100,000 followers on Instagram. And if you look at their Instagram, they have really, really high engagement. These guys are really, really good at what they're doing. And basically, what are the key things they're doing? Well, one, they're not just posting their own travel images, they're posting other people's travel images. So one thing that's really, really key is when it comes to producing a great content strategy, you don't have to use just your own images. You can use other people's images as well, as long as you reference those people. That's really, really key. As long as you reference those people, give them cred, tag them in the caption section, that can be really, really powerful because then you don't have to post all of your own content. And so that's one thing that they're doing. They're doing something that we call the unicorn strategy. And then also, if you look through their account as well, they're actually getting other companies and other people or other pages to share their content, which is really, really powerful. And that's a concept and strategy that we call S4S, shout out for shout out. So what you want to be doing, guys, is you want to be getting as many accounts as you can to share your content, because basically the more that you do S for S, share for share, shout out for shout out, and work with other accounts and get them to like your comments, like your content, you like their content, shout out your content, you shout out their content. And as long as you can make it work within your page, you can really rapidly grow your account. So Ruben and Rach do a really, really good job. As you can see, the aesthetics, you look at the feed, it's very, very beautiful. It's very, very quick. You can work out what's going on. They're travel bloggers and they're traveling all around the world. And they've been able to use this account actually to, get free travel from all around the world. And when they started at zero, just like all of these other case studies that I'm showing you. Just a bit of a recap. We've just gone through the IG domination method and how you can use it to get hundreds of thousands of followers, just like the case studies that I've shown you, and a little bit about how all of these guys are doing this stuff and how you can do it too. All right, guys, so this brings us to secret number 2. How do we create content that gets shared like wildfire and make your account absolutely explode and just get ridiculous amounts of engagement, likes, comments, and in turn, followers? So when it comes to Instagram, one thing that people don't really talk about, and when it comes to a marketing standpoint around how you're going to grow your business or your personal brand, is it actually all comes down to content. Like, Instagram in its most basic form is just photos and videos. It's a very, very simple platform, and that's what I really love about it. Like, if you compared it to like Facebook or Snapchat and all these other platforms, Instagram, all it is just photos and videos. Now, they have implemented obviously Instagram stories, but that's just 15-second videos. So when it comes to growing an Instagram page, I think one of the biggest things that people often miss is creating content that is just really, really good. And you have to be prepared to go above and beyond what people would expect. But at the same time, you don't have to, spend all day creating this content. You can, take little shortcuts, and we're going to share with you some of these shortcuts in a second. But basically, the key takeaway I want you guys to have is you cannot build a large growth Instagram account without great content. So I'm going to be sharing with you a ton of examples of what great content looks like, because I think sometimes people just think, I've got to post great content, but I'm going to share with you an example of what the highest level of great content looks like and how you can replicate that. And then next, after that, I'm going to share with you some tactics and strategies on how you can get on the Explore page, because I know that that's something that people really want to know how to do. And then lastly, I'm going to be sharing with you a strategy around money posts and what they are and how they are extremely important to get people to buy your products or go and take an action to go and buy something. So, all right, let's jump in. So the first thing I want to do is actually show you some examples of what great content looks like, because A lot of people say, yeah, well, that's well and good, Nathan. You know, I want to have great content on my Instagram page, but I don't know what to post. So I'm going to give you an example of, depending on whether you're in one of three kinds of businesses, whether you're a local business, where you sell, like you have a brick and mortar store, whether you're a physical product-based business, or you're a personal brand business. All right, so the first one that I'm going to bring up, which I think is a really, really good example of a local business just doing a really, really amazing job with their Instagram page, is Flowers for Dreams. So it's at Flowers for Dreams. And if you go through their page, just look at their content. It's just really, really well done. And you can see through every single image, it shows the product or the branding throughout each image. The photos are just really, really well done. And notice the color scheme. And this is something that a lot of people don't pay attention to. The color scheme is really, really important. And they're not just looking at like what each individual post looks like. They're looking at how do they match up the theme and what's the theme of their account. So they have a theme. And I think that's one big thing that a lot of people mistake when it comes to developing their content strategy for Instagram, is you have to have a theme, and you have to think about the colors you're going to use, and you have to think about the content you're going to post. So for these guys, they're posting photos of their brand, of people using their product, of people with their family perhaps, because this is what, when you give flowers, they're a gift. So, celebrating that gift with other people. They also have a great cause behind what they do, and then they take some just single product shots of those flowers. And then also at the same time, they're matching in the color scheme, so they have lights and darks, and it just kind of flows along really, really nicely. So this is a great example of a local based business that's doing an exceptional job with their product, which you wouldn't think it's a flower store. At a fundamental level, it's just a flower store, and they're based in Chicago. So, this is how you can develop a great content strategy, by just looking and getting inspiration from other accounts like what we're doing right now. So here's another example of a digital-based business. So these guys are actually a SaaS product, and they're doing an incredible job with their Instagram account. The company is called Canva. Now, what Canva are doing is they're actually using their own tool, and you can go and use their tool, which I think is a great tool for you to use, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, on how you can create great designed images on your phone in a matter of minutes, and with text. Basically, if you look at these guys' account, you see how they match the colors. Very, very similar theme. How the hell do you make these accounts look great? You're first of all going to match the colors. The colors are absolutely everything. And the photos, they've got a really, really strong content strategy. So they're showing photos of what the product can actually do, which is the design-based product. Then they're, making sure that pretty much a lot of their images are branded with the Canva logo at the bottom or top or in the corner. So they're using, the branding a lot. And then they're using strong captions, which I think is really, really cool. They're paying attention and focus to their captions. And then they're reposting photos and images from their clients that have used their SaaS product. So this is a pretty, boring product if you think about it. It's just a design product. It's a SaaS product. It's a piece of software. And these guys are marketing this brand and this piece of software in such a great way, and they've put a great spin on it. So this is a great example of a software product. So if you have a digital product, you can do some really cool stuff. So here's another example of a physical product business that I think are doing a really, really good job with their content strategy. So these guys are a little bit different to some of the other examples I've shown you. They're a company called Built Well, BILTWELL, and they make parts and accessories for motorcycles, so motorbikes. So what's really cool about these guys is they post photos of their customers, riding their motorcycles and riding their motorbikes, and they're having fun, and they have, a lot of, dogs with like in some of these random photos, and they have a lot of people on the motorbikes using their accessories. But what I want you to take away is you can see they're having fun with it, and they're really engaging their audience, which can be really, really powerful. So this is another example of really, really great content. And I hope this is starting to give you guys a bit of an idea of the kind of content that you should be posting now. So that brings us to the next piece of the puzzle. Is you guys are probably wondering, all right, well, that's all well and good, but like how do you actually create this content? Like, you've shown me some examples, Nathan, but how do you actually create this content? Well, here's the thing. The cool part is, guys, is you actually don't have to create a lot of it. See, at Founder, we actually only create about 50% of our content. So half of the stuff that you see on the Founder page, and this is all of our successful students, half of the stuff that they're actually posting is stuff from other people. And this is, content that's either created by customers, and we've got a strategy there on how we do that. And then also it's content that is kind of inspirational, motivational. You don't have to post quotes, but kind of aspirational type content as well, where you can, go on Pinterest and you can find great aspirational content that you can post, and you can use it as a way to really attract your target audience. So the kind of content that we post at Founder is, motivational, startup tips, facts, and then also other people's content that, we're posting their content, mentioning them in the caption and crediting them. And then on top of that, we're posting as well photos of the magazine, photos of our, book, or photos of people using our products. And across all of that, that brings our whole content scheme together. So the first piece of the puzzle is, well, how do you create this great content? Well, first of all, you don't have to create it all. I reckon you only have to create half of it if you have the right strategy in place, which I've outlined for you there. And then the second piece is you have to actually create it. So what we recommend is to do something called Social Media Mondays, where every Monday you sit down and you create your content. So when it comes to creating your content, if you have a physical product-based business, what you want to be doing is on the Monday, try and use your phone to take let's say 5 to 6 images of your physical product or physical products, and use them, depending on what that product is, use them like out in the wild, get them with a white background, get them with some sort of nice pattern in the background. Or if you have a service-based business and perhaps it's to do with teeth whitening, you want to get as many before and after photos of people using your product. So you've got to intertwine, the ability of your product or your service and the ability of the results that it brings people. And that's where things get really, really powerful. And that's what brings me to our next piece of the puzzle, which is called money posts. Now, the cool thing with money posts is basically they are what we call UGC, or user-generated content, but with a purpose. Because money posts, what they allow you to do is it allows you to build ridiculous amounts of trust with your audience that follow you on Instagram to go and want to buy your product or service. So one of the most powerful ways to sell a product, and this is just sales or influence in general, is to show an everyday person like you or I using a product, because you're actually 5 to 10 times more likely to trust that product and that company if you see everyday people like you or I using that product. That's why product reviews are so extremely important. Just ask yourself the question, right? Like if you're going to go to an Airbnb or you're looking at a place to stay, you're going to go to TripAdvisor, right? You're going to go to a restaurant, you're going to go and read the reviews on Zomato or TripAdvisor, and you're going to look at what people say as an indication. So if you simply have a strategy to post photos of people using your product or service, or post before and after photos of an experience that somebody's had before and after of using your product or service, and posting that on your page with a strong call to action, it can be incredibly powerful to build a rabid audience for your brand and your personal brand or your products or your services. And it's a great piece of content to post. And that's what we call money posts. And they are very, very powerful. And I highly recommend that you try and post anywhere between 10 to 50% of your content on Instagram to be money posts. We try and mix it up at Founder. We try and do 1 in every 8. For Healthish, we try and do, 1 in every 3 or 1 in every 4. But money posts are very, very important. So I really hope that that gives you a really good idea of the kind of content to post. And we've gone through all sorts of different examples and how you can create that content, and then the strategies that we have on how to generate sales and how to build a following fast with, the content that you're putting on Instagram. Now, the next and last piece of the puzzle is, how do you get on the Explore page? How do you get your content to go viral? Well, basically, there's a rule in psychology, or, when it comes to Instagram, is basically as soon as you post a photo, if you can get as many people as possible to like it, it's like the 3-second rule. If you can get as many eyeballs on that photo as possible, as many engagement, as many comments, as many likes as possible, that's how you get on the Explore page. So when it comes to, creating content, think of what kinds of things that you can do in terms of a pattern interrupt. So the best kind of ads, like I heard this statistic that apparently like an everyday person, you or I, we see like over thousands of pieces of advertising material every single day. So, the only way that you can get that cut through and stand out is to try and what we call do a pattern interrupt and try and get that person's attention. And you only have 3 seconds to get that person's attention on your newsfeed. So the way that you get on the Explore page is really thinking and making sure you have a strong pattern interrupt image that can really, really capture that person's attention. And when you do that, it can really, really blow up your page. And the more kind of viral type content like that you can post that encourages people to like very, very fast, or encourages people to leave comments very, very fast, it can be very, very powerful. And we'll show a few examples here. I'm just going to bring up one here on the screen right now so you can see it and see like what I mean. Like you just straight away, okay, boom, bang, bang, got to do something, got to, grabs your attention and is asking you to leave a comment, and that's the kind of stuff that gets on the Explore page. All right, guys, so that is step number 2 on how to have an epic content strategy and get your stuff seen and blow up your Instagram account. So now let's move to step number 3. How do you turn your followers into dollars? And this is like a really, really big thing that gets so many people held up. They want to know, like, how do you use Instagram to make money? And believe it or not, it's got nothing to do with buying followers or utilizing bots or paying for an Instagram growth service or any of that spammy stuff. That doesn't work, and it definitely doesn't bring real people to your page. And actually, Instagram actually penalizes you for doing stuff like this, and your engagement will just get shot down. You'll get shadow banned. So that's something you definitely do not want to do. So how do we actually get someone that follows your account to actually go and buy your products or services? And they might not do it straight away, but they will over time, and build that trust and build that rapport and build that relationship to want them to, take that next step with you. And because they're part of your community, how do you get them to buy your products or services? So this is, one of the biggest things that people ask. And the first takeaway I want you guys to have is we use something at Founder called the bio formula, where effectively what we do is we get as many people as possible to click on the link in our bio or swipe up. And this is what all of our students do. This is what we use for Founder. This is what we use for Healthish. And we get tens of thousands of visitors every single month to our web pages. The first thing before you even worry about obsessing around that call to action is you need to make sure that you have a solid funnel and a proven sales process in place. So I'm going to bring up an example here on the screen. This is, my girlfriend's business, Healthish, and you can see that if you click on that link in the bio, it actually goes straight to the product page. Now, when you see that product page, what's happening is basically, we're offering a special, offer, which we know that price point works. We've got a crap ton of reviews because I said before, and in step number 2, showing other people that are using your product, showing that you've got great reviews and people are loving it is really, really powerful. And then another thing that we do as well is we make sure that it's very, very clear that we offer free shipping worldwide, and we actually optimize our pages for mobile. So these are the things that you need to be thinking about, guys, when it comes to increasing your sales or generating more sales through Instagram or getting buyers, is you need to have a proven pathway that if you send somebody to that page, a small proportion will buy. Like as an example, this page here that I'm showing you right up on the screen, this converts at over 5%. So 5% of people that go to that page actually buy the product and finish checkout. Actually, 10% of people try to complete checkout. So 10 out of every 100 people that go to that website that I'm just showing you right now actually go and they actually try and buy the product. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we know that we've got a proven pathway. The biggest rookie mistake and the common mistake that I see so many people make when they want to generate sales with Instagram is they don't know how to sell the product first themselves. So you have to make sure you have that stuff down pat. Now, moving to the next piece of the puzzle is you have to know what kind of content that makes people want to click on the link in the bio or swipe up. So for us, the kind of content for founder we've seen works really well is people that have using the product, as I talked about, money posts, or actually giving away a free ebook, because that free ebook is going to build our email list, and it comes back to that funnel piece. It actually might not make sense for you to ask for the sale straight up. It might actually make sense to offer a free consultation first, or give a free ebook, or give away a free training first, and then that person, you get their email address, and then you can nurture that person and build a relationship with them further out of Instagram. Because the biggest thing when it comes to generating sales with Instagram is it doesn't happen on Instagram. It happens off Instagram. So the question you need to ask yourself is, once somebody's off your Instagram, what are they doing, and how are you working to turn them into a buyer? And I think that's a really, really key piece to take away. So, once you've worked that piece out, you need to know the content that you should post. And once you've worked that content piece out that you should be posting, and you've got to be testing that stuff, like we've found with Healthish, there's one particular video, and we'll pull it up here on the screen, that does really, really well, where it's an instructional video showcasing the benefits of the product in about 15 to 20 seconds. And it's using text, but it's also using visual imagery, and it's also showing someone using the product, and it's got text to enforce that, and it does very, very well. Every time we post that, or we get someone else to post it, it blows up sales, right? So these are the kinds of things you need to be looking for. These are the kinds of things you need to be trying to produce. And then the last piece of that puzzle is getting as many people as you can to click on the link in your bio, obsessing about it, and getting people to swipe up. So, with your Instagram stories, you want to be posting Instagram stories all the time and having that swipe up feature. You want to make sure you're at 10K followers. If you're not at 10K followers, you've got to get there as fast as possible, guys. Very, very key. And then also, you've got to obsess about your link in the bio. You've got to have, when you post an image, have a call to action in the caption, because people will not do something unless you actually spell it out for them and say, click on the link in our bio to find out more. Click on the link in our bio to access the free shipping. And have, when you can, like scarcity-based offers. Scarcity is one of the biggest things when it comes to the sales process to get people to take an action. So guys, this is how you generate sales with Instagram and turn your followers into dollars. So whether you're a physical product-based business, you might have some sort of special offer. If you're a digital business, you might give people an ebook, or work out that sales process. If you're a local-based business, you might want to give away a coupon code, or you might want to have some sort of incentive, or you might want to get people to click on the link in your bio and get them to show the location, or you might want to get them to book in a free consultation with you if you have a clinic of some sort. But these are the things that you've got to be doing, and we go through this and so much more inside of our advanced training, guys. All right. So today I've shown you beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's absolutely possible to use Instagram to grow your business, get free traffic to your online store or website, and even land six-figure book deals and grow your personal brand all from your mobile phone. You've seen that it's possible to get real engaged followers and customers even if you're not a graphic designer or a fancy photographer, and to be recognized as an authority in your niche and marketplace. And you've also seen you can use this strategy even if you're starting from scratch without the need for an existing audience, email list, or large advertising budget. So if you're ready to unlock Instagram to get free traffic, massively increase your email list, make more sales, and build a hyper-engaged audience, there's a couple of things you can do. Pretty much there's two paths from here. The first path you can take, which is the very long and complicated way where you kind of just have to figure out everything by yourself, which is what we do right now, which is define out everything on your own and master it with Instagram. You have to keep up to date with all the constant changes and social media changes on Instagram, all the new features. You have to come up with new strategies, see what's working, what's not. You have to keep testing and finding out things on your own. And that's actually what most people have to do. But then there's a much better path, which is much more simpler, much more structured, and a lot faster. And you're also likely to get much better results, which is to have people who know exactly what they're doing just give you their exact system on how to utilize Instagram to get more sales, grow your follower base, get more leads and traffic and conversions, and just make things explode. And guys, this is exactly why we've created Instagram Domination, because there's only so much that we can share with you on this masterclass. We have many different courses at Founder, but Instagram Domination is a course that I teach, and that's because I can confidently say I'm one of the best in the world when it comes to utilizing Instagram to build your business. I don't do consulting, and if I were to, I would charge at least $1,000 an hour. So this is basically a step-by-step advanced training on how to utilize Instagram to grow your business, because we know that Instagram's an amazing platform. And guys, when it comes to building a business, you need to have an audience, and you want to utilize social media and find a scalable channel to build that audience, and Instagram is the channel. You guys wouldn't be here if you didn't know this. This is really, really powerful. Now, I want to be very, very clear though. Right now, if you're not prepared to do the work or put in the time to get results, or you're looking for a quick fix or overnight success, that stuff doesn't exist, and we definitely don't want to make those kind of promises at Founder. And I really want to be clear that Instagram Domination is not for you if you're looking for that. But if you want to build and grow a successful business, and you want to learn how to master social media, and you want to build an audience, and you want more profit and sales, and you really want to master Instagram, or you want to give this course to someone in your team to master Instagram, which a lot of people do, and if you value your time as an entrepreneur, you really want to invest in this course, because a lot of people say, look, Nathan, I don't have time to do this stuff, and I don't have time to keep up to date with social media. Then Instagram Domination is for you, because if you want to build your reputation and become an influencer, and you want to generate more sales, just like so many of our students that I've showed you throughout this presentation, then you're going to love this course and everything you get. So this is what's inside. With 6 modules and more than 50 videos of hands-on training where I take you through every single step of the process. Everything from how to create a compelling bio to maximizing sales and followers through exactly what you should post. Each lesson is short, actionable, and up to date. By the time you've worked through this course, you will have increased your followers drastically and starting to generate more sales. And the reason I'm so sure this will work for you is that because we've got so many students that have already done it. We've also included printable workbooks, action steps, and even lesson transcripts to make everything as simple as possible for you. And if you already have an Instagram account that's doing okay, we will show you how to put that into hyperdrive and get the results that you really deserve. So if you're ready to learn my step-by-step process on how to build a successful Instagram account and change your life in the process, here's how you can sign up for the program today. Now, Instagram Domination is not open to the public, but I do have a special access link and discount exclusively for you since you're watching this training video right now. Class is already underway and your first set of lessons are already waiting for you in the private members area, so you can get started today. Your only job is to watch the training videos and follow along. Each lesson has a simple action step so you can quickly build your following on Instagram. Don't worry, you're also going to have lifetime access to all the 50+ videos if you sign up today. In the Instagram domination course, you'll get access to my entire process. You will learn how to find and attract your target audience and build a mass following of fans fast, how to build your brand and page and content to attract followers, how to turn your followers into subscribers and buyers, how to work with influencers correctly and avoid the rookie mistakes that most people make, how to create content that represents your brand without spending a ton of money, and so much more. By the time this class is done, you will have an exciting, growing, and engaged Instagram account that's going to make you proud and your competitors super jealous. And if you want to, you will even have a specific sales funnel ready to go so you can start making money straight away. Now, by this stage, you might be wondering about the price. The retail price for Instagram domination is $1,997 USD at founder.com. Now, if that sounds expensive, I want you to keep this in mind. It would cost you on average $3,000 to $5,000 per month to work with a social media agency. That's usually how much they charge. And I've never heard of an agency getting the results that's anywhere close to our students or myself. And do you know why that is? That's because most agencies don't know what they're doing when it comes to Instagram or social media because they haven't run their own businesses before. Our Instagram domination training will teach you how to generate free traffic so that you don't need ads, all whilst building your audience for 1/10 of that amount. And even better, you'll have this incredibly valuable skill set. And there's also a serious cost of inaction. Instagram is no longer a nice to have. People will expect you to be on the platform and they're going to judge you and your account instantly. This platform is not going anywhere and it's only going to get bigger, and more important, it has no competitors and they continue to build and invest in the platform. They're adding shoppable links and even group video calls. So if you don't want to get left behind, it's important you take this massive social media channel seriously. But the fact that you're still here watching this means you're actually serious about growing your business. So here's what we're going to do. Our entire mission here at Founder is to help entrepreneurs succeed and to give them cutting-edge strategies that they can use to grow their business and change their lives. One of the biggest thrills at Founder is seeing our students win. We love hearing stories from students like you who've gone through this training and changed their business, to see them get unstuck, get sales, get traffic, and build their business. We even have a daily Slack channel where we post in there wins of successful students and celebrate as a team. So if you're willing to invest in yourself today, we're willing to invest in you. So right now, during this training session, I'm going to give you a 50% discount and reduce the price to just $997 USD. To put this into perspective, this is the exact formula that Diona used to make over $900,000 in 1 month, or Austin used to sell a truck for $250,000, or Zach used to create a 6-figure business and travel the world, and hundreds of others who have transformed their business. So would you invest $997 to acquire that ability? I hope so. Now, that being said, there is one small catch. Your $1,000 discount is only good for the next hour. And the reason that we do this is because after working with thousands of entrepreneurs all around the world and interviewing everyone from Richard Branson to Tim Ferriss to Tony Robbins, I know that decisiveness is a trait shared among successful entrepreneurs. Simply put, you cannot build a business while sitting on the fence. So I want you to get off the fence and decide to change your future. Now, in addition to the 50% discount, I want to make this a completely safe decision for you because I know that the best entrepreneurs don't take risks. They always hedge their bets by maximizing their upside and minimizing their downside. So with that in mind, I'm going to give you a 60-day money-back guarantee. We simply ask that you have a go. Follow along through the Instagram domination program, and if it's not a fit for you for any reason, just contact our support team at support@founder.com and they'll give you a prompt 100% refund. There's literally no way you can lose here. So here's how you can get started. And then I've got a massive surprise for you. A special link should appear on the screen for you to click and join Instagram domination right now. I want you to click that link right now to join, and when you do that, a fully secured checkout page will pop up in a new window so you can fill that out now and get started. After you fill out the registration form and hit submit, you're going to get sent your username and password for the Instagram domination members area straight away, and that's it. And by the way, make sure you forward your receipt to your CPA because Instagram domination is a tax-deductible expense under the continuing education category. All right, so to recap, When you join the Instagram Domination Program today, you're going to be enrolled in the 6-module program where I'll take you step by step from having no account through to an engaged brand building sales machine that will make you proud. If you have an e-commerce store, then you'll be absolutely crazy not to master Instagram. That's what we did with Healthish, my girlfriend's business, taking it from 0 to 45K a month. If you have a personal brand, or you're a coach, or you have an online business, people will judge you on how many followers your account has and what your account looks like. You definitely need to get past that first 10K to be taken seriously and get Instagram's advanced swipe up features. And if you're a local business, Instagram is the best channel to fill your cafe or clinic with paying customers. Instagram's location and story features are where people will find out about your business and book in. When you join today before the deadline, we're going to give you a massive $1,000 discount and reduce the price from $2,000 to just $997. But that offer is only good for the next hour. You also get a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee so you can go through the entire program without any risk whatsoever. And finally, we're going to give you some incredible bonuses when you join today. Things that aren't available anywhere else. The first is access to the private Instagram Domination Mastermind group, which will allow you to stay motivated, accountable, and get feedback from the founder team and other business owners. This is really an incredibly valuable resource, and we answer every single post, and sometimes it's good to bounce ideas off people that aren't your friends and family. And this means you'll always be on the cutting edge and receive the latest updates. As soon as any new tips or strategies or techniques come about, you'll be the first to know. You can even find influencers and people to collaborate with out of the thousands of members. Even better, they all understand the IGDOM method, so you can get started straight away. The second is a member of the founder team will review your account for free. We have seen other companies charging up to $300 for this service, but we have decided to include this as a free bonus just for you. Once you have made some changes to your account in module number 1, submit it to the team for a professional review. The third is our interview series with multi-million-dollar students plus successful founders that use Instagram in a big way. We've interviewed some of our most successful students and successful founders on how they've used Instagram to generate millions of dollars. This complements Instagram Domination perfectly by getting to see behind the scenes of how people just like you are making millions through Instagram. We don't hold back with the questions, and really it's just like a mini masterclass in entrepreneurship at the same time. Naturally, these are private recordings not available anywhere else. The fourth bonus is the Followers into Dollars advanced training. We want you to make sure that you get profitable fast. There's no point having thousands of followers if you aren't making any money or it isn't helping your business. This advanced masterclass takes you beyond IGDOM with a range of strategies to turn your followers into dollars and add more revenue streams to your business. The fifth bonus is the Influencer FastPass. These are outreach templates you can use to copy and paste and get in touch with global Instagram influencers and how you can work with them to promote your product or service. Influencer marketing is a powerful hack to accelerate the growth and sales on Instagram. Luckily for you, we have done the hard work for you. You just have to copy and paste. All you need to do at this point is click the link, fill out the registration form, and you'll get instant access to Instagram Domination. If you change your mind at any point, you have my guarantee to back you up. So many of our students are getting results. It's a proven, solid framework to follow and system. We have so many students. I actually honestly don't believe I've ever seen a course like ours with as many successful students as we have. All right, let's just cut to a few of these case studies now.
Instagram domination is what started my business. Hey guys, my name is Kian Yu from Mamba Media Inc., based out of Vancouver, Canada. While taking Instagram domination, I started a food blog account called Vancouver Clean Eats, and I was able to grow to over 10,000 followers within 9 months. At Mamba Media, the very first service that I was offering was Instagram management for the local restaurants and cafes. After providing that service, I was able to create a monthly income of over $3,000 within 2 months. So if you're deciding if you want to take Instagram domination or not, I highly recommend you do. Another bonus for having a food blog account with over 10,000 followers is that restaurants or cafes, they send me a message and they ask, hey, you want to come in for a free lunch or come in for a free dinner in return for a shout out? And I always say sure, because Who doesn't want a free lunch? So if you're deciding if you want to take Instagram domination or not, I highly recommend you do. Because after I took it, I started getting free lunches.
We launched our e-commerce store 2 months ago, and within 2 days, we received $2,000.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Hey, I'm Adam.
And we are the founders of the organising platform. 99% of our leads come through Instagram, where we haven't paid anything for advertising and marketing. We posted one photo on Instagram, which led to 600 signups for our email list. For me, the most valuable part of the course is getting access to the Facebook community, where you can openly ask questions, not just to the guys at Founder, but also like-minded business people, where there's support around you.
If you have any questions, hit us up. We're always happy to help. If we can do it, you can too.
Hey, what's up guys? Zach Benson here. I just want to give a special shout out to Nathan Chan and Instagram Domination. Your course is amazing, and because of it, I've been able to meet amazing people all around the world and create this Instagram growth and management agency called Assistagram.us. And guys, we're on track to do over 1 million this year. Big things are happening. My life has changed. I'm just so grateful for the Instagram Dom fam and crew. Guys, you'll find amazing support here. The video content, everything is next level. If you guys want to up your game on Instagram and in life, be sure to take this course. Peace.
Guys, I want to be very, very clear. I'm going to share with you right now what's inside the training. Now, if you've got a ton of value from today's class, what I shared with you is just a small portion. This is a fully comprehensive course. Some people call it the creme de la creme of Instagram social media courses. And the reason that is because I've spent a lot of time developing it. We've spent tens of thousands of dollars developing this course, and we've also spoken to so many entrepreneurs, founders, consultants, just like you, to find out what people's sticking points are. Not only what we've done with Founder, but we've done it with hundreds of other successful students. There's no course out there like that. And I can share hundreds of case studies and testimonials if you want to see them, but this is proven and it works. At this point, you've watched this entire presentation. You've seen that it's possible to use the Instagram domination method to get more customers, leads, sales, and build your status and brand, and how you can do it without using bots or buying followers. So I'd like to invite you one last time to participate in this priceless training so you can start building your following and change your life in the process. We've made sure this is a completely safe decision for you to make without any risk whatsoever. So click the link on the right of your screen to get started. Thank you so much for joining me here on this training today. We can't wait to see you absolutely crush it with Instagram domination. If you're ready to invest, just press on the link that should appear on the screen and take advantage of this special offer exclusive to you guys right now. And here's what you're going to see. Just input your contact information, billing information, and hit continue. If you have any other support or payment related questions, you can contact support@founder.com. Now, after you join, make sure you send your receipt to support@founder.com and we'll hook you up with all of the bonuses as well. So guys, make sure you sign up to Instagram Domination. I cannot stress enough how extremely powerful this course is. You are missing out big time. All right, guys, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this training video. Just to round things up and cap things off, there is a link now to join Instagram Domination. Make sure you join and get that special offer with all of the bonuses. We're just going to cut now to a ton of testimonials, and you can keep watching those. And if you have any questions at all, just make sure you type them in the question section. All right, I hope you enjoyed this training. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve you. Thank you so much for your time. All right, I'll speak to you guys soon.
If it weren't for Instagram, I probably would not have had a lot of the career success that I've had at this point, with growing a big community, with writing a book and having that hit stores and do really well. I hit a bunch of different bestseller lists, et cetera, et cetera. All that stuff is kind of revolved around Instagram as my main launch platform. And I learned about how to grow my Instagram from my friend Nathan Chan, who is the CEO of Founder, and he gave me this course, Instagram Domination, when it was just Instagram Domination 1.0. And that was the shit that helped my account skyrocket. A lot of my friends who've grown their communities on IG over the years have come straight out of that course. So, you know, I've been using it. It works. You should get it too. There's really no reason not to. If you're serious about growing your social media, there's just no reason why you wouldn't invest in the best course out there on growing your IG. So that's my advice. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Follow me at Rich20something. Peace.
Hey, what's up guys? Tanner Chister here, and I just want to make this video super quickly for Founder. After taking their course, I've grown all the way to about 119,000 using their strategies, and I've also grown to a 6-figure business, and I'm on my way to 7 figures this year from using Instagram. I would highly recommend taking their course, guys. Growing social media now is an absolute must, especially if you are an entrepreneur in the online space. You absolutely have to build it. It's crucial. So just want to make this video quickly to let you guys know how much it helps me, not only with my social media, but generating revenue, which is the whole point, guys. If you can generate revenue with your social media, it's super, super powerful, because then you have a legitimate business. So just wanted to share this real quick. Highly recommend the course, and I just wanted to say thank you to them.
I wanted to share with you how Instagram has become our #1 lead generation source thanks to the Instagram Domination course. In less than 8 months since we launched our business, we have exceeded our sales targets month after month. And now we sell to about 20 countries around the world, thanks to this course that is jam-packed with a ton of value. Instagram Domination not only helped us grow our following and continues to do so, but it actually helped us grow an email list before we launched our business, all by applying Nathan's proven strategies on how to grow super, super fast. But this is not only an epic online course. This also gives you access to a community of businesses that are as committed as you probably are in growing your Instagram account and your business. I never recommend anything unless it has changed my businesses. And with Instagram Domination, you need to look no further, whether you're growing your business, whether you're launching one, or you just want to take yours to the next level.
Instagram Domination has been awesome. When I first launched the wine gallery about 6 months ago, I was a complete Instagram noob, and now it's one of our #1 sales channels, and we're actually one of the biggest wine-related Australian accounts out there.
I'm Danny Book. I'm the CEO of Circular Watches. I started a watch brand about 2 years ago after getting into the Instagram scene and learning all about it. And without a doubt, I wouldn't have been able to do it without Instagram Domination, which I found kind of by accident. I came across Nathan and Founder, and I took the plunge, bought the course. I cannot put any more emphasis on how good that course is. It taught me everything that I now know about Instagram. And take one look at the Circular account. We've gone from nothing to 60,000 followers in about 4 months, and it's everything to the brand. It's our brand awareness, and without doubt, it wouldn't have been able to happen without the Instagram Domination course. So if you're on the fence, or if you're thinking about it, 100% recommend it. And take a leaf out of my book. I can drink wine. I can work from anywhere I want in the world. Run a business with a product, Shopify, and the Instagram Domination course. 100% recommend it. If you want to ask me any questions about it, go for it. I couldn't endorse it, the course and Nathan, enough.
I had no idea how people got followers. I had around 100 followers at the time, and I did Founder's course, and nearly 6 months later I have over 86,000 followers. I I have also a few thousand subscribers that I've gotten for free through Instagram, and that's all thanks to Founders Course. I would have had no idea how to build an Instagram account so quickly. No idea about the strategies to use if it wasn't for that course. It's taught me all the little tricks that you need to know to build your account quickly. I can't recommend it highly enough. I recommended it to friends already, and I really think that you should do it if you're out to create an account that's influential.
Hey guys, my name is Jimmy. I'm the founder of a company called Herb Hero, which is a superfoods company based in Stockholm, Sweden and Bangkok, Thailand. The results for us have been amazing, to be honest. It's in just a short period of time we've grown our followers to thousands and loyal followers at that. So I really feel that we have created something with Instagram in terms of followers and an audience for our products that could not have been created in any other way. And needless to say, it's all thanks to what Founder has done with this course. And well, Founder's done many good things, but this course is on top of the pile. It's really amazing. And yeah, for us, it's been a game changer, and I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to grow loyal followers in social media. So very well done, guys, and keep it up. Thank you very much.
I started on Instagram about a year ago, and that's when I started Nathan's course for Instagram domination. And I mean, everything has changed since then. I just wanted to get to about 10,000 followers. I'm currently now at about 25,000 followers. I've made over $15,000 through Instagram now. I've been featured in Inc. magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, Huffington Post, Forbes magazine. I've been featured in the Houston Chronicle, several other news stations. With Nathan's help, I've also managed to become a contributor for Huffington Post and interview amazing people such as Neil Patel. And then the best part of all of this, the reason that I started on Instagram to begin with, is I wanted to publish a book. And I'm really excited to say I will be a co-author in a book called Journeys to Success, Millennial Edition. So thank you so much for Instagram domination. It was truly all because of it.